Let's take a look at the Grand Alliance during the Cold War. The Grand Alliance was created in 1941 with the sole purpose of defeating Nazi Germany and the other Axis powers, including Japan. It was a marriage of convenience, which means practical partnership, between three very different countries. These countries were Britain, which is a democracy and was at war since 1939, the USA, which is also a democracy and which was at war since December 1941, and the Soviet Union, or the USSR, which is a one-party communist state at war since 1941. These countries shared one core aim: to defeat Nazi Germany and its allies. So this was the aim of the alliance. So that aim was to defeat Nazi Germany and their allies. So the Grand Alliance was formed in 1941. It involved Britain, the United States of America, and the Soviet Union. The leaders met 3 times to discuss Nazi Germany, with different issues discussed each time. The Tehran Conference was the first meeting, and this was between November and December in 1943. The USA and Britain agreed to invade Europe from the west through Nazi-occupied France. The Soviet Union agreed to invade from the east. This was known as opening a second front. After the defeat of Germany, the Soviet Union would declare war on Japan. The Polish border would be moved westward to fall along the Oder and the Neisse rivers. Poland would gain territory from Germany and lose it to the Soviet Union. An international organization would be set up to settle disagreements between countries in the future. This laid the ground for the United Nations Organization, also known as the UN. For Stalin, the Tehran Conference was a big success. Churchill was not as happy. So to recap, the agreements about Germany on the Tehran Conference were that the USA and Britain would invade Europe and the Soviet Union would invade Japan after Germany was defeated. At the Tehran Conference, it was agreed that Poland would lose land to the Soviet Union after war, so Stalin was very happy. Right, let's have something for you to think about to remember what we talked about at the start of the podcast. Which countries were involved in the Grand Alliance? Britain, the Soviet Union, and the USA.